Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you here. Welcome back to Radical Connections TV with Jesse and Irina. And listen, we are here to deliver a really cool topic for you. You've probably seen it. It's time to get you married.
We're here to serve you.
Yeah.
So let us know how we can best serve you. But in the topic for today, you could title it Opportunity Mindset versus Obligation Mindset.
Yes. That is actually interesting. So Jesse was reading this newsletter
Mm-hmm.
from a very valuable man in our lives, and we love his music, and he's a man of God.
Yes.
And he presented this topic to us, and both of us were looking at each other, thinking that is actually a good thing to talk about for singles because that is something that's keeping them stuck, right? So
So what
let's
is
talk about it.
obligation mindset versus opportunity mindset? I'll give a brief comparison here, and then I'll let Irina take it away. How that applies for singles. We used to be that. We were single all the way until we hit 40.
Mm-hmm.
And so the obligation mindset is you do whatever it takes because it needs to be done. It's like a necessary evil to get from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
drudgery. And you probably need to drink lots of coffee to kick your butt into gear and get motivated to do it
Mm-hmm.
because you're seeing it as an obligation. I can't do this or that because I have to go to work in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then opportunity mindset is to see everything you do as an opportunity. What's the opportunity in this? For the greater vision, for the greater purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, to be able to even think like that, you'll need to have a visual picture defined of what you want in life.
Yeah.
That's more than just what you want today, tomorrow, next week, or next month.
Yep.
But what do you want your entire life to look like? Describe how you want what you want to be remembered for on your deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
What legacy do you want to leave behind when you die?
Yeah.
And obviously, marriage is not the destination, it's the beginning of a journey.
Yep.
And the purpose of which is to have somebody to yoke up with so that you can get more done together than you could alone.
Mm-hmm.
One ox pulls twice its weight, two oxen yoked together can each pull three times their weight. And that's the purpose of marriage. You accomplish more, you'll get more done. And
That's
so the opportunity, how can you know we could speak to ourselves, our old selves in this, but what does uh, opportunity mindset versus obligation mindset look like for the single who
Yeah.
wants to get married and maybe they need some motivation
Mm-hmm.
to do what's necessary to actually get this train into
Yeah.
first gear?
That's a good question. So, as I was sharing with Jesse too, is that I've been on the calls with quite a few people in the last couple of days, and I I constantly get reminded that not every single person know what they're here to do, what their purpose is, what their mission is on Earth, right? And on this planet. And also they don't have a vision for life. And so when I ask to describe an ideal personal connection, the person describes it so vaguely or so limited that there's no excitement there, right? It feels like, well, like that's is what I want. And it just feels like, oh my gosh, it's almost like it's an obligation. It's boring. I don't even know if it's what I want, but that's what I want. I've been told this, right?
Like as in doing the bare minimum to
Yes,
get married instead of going the second mile above and
right.
beyond.
Yeah. And like for instance, a lot of singles, and we were there too. I'm speaking from our own experience and not just saying like those, not us. We get stuck in a certain rut, right? And we like if the single person have tried different things and things didn't work, they get presented with a new thing and they're like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be no, I don't like this. No, I'm not gonna do this. It's not me. Yeah, no, I need something different. I need this. Well, have you done this before? Yeah. Did it work for you? No. Why not take another opportunity? So opportunity is, when you're optimistic, when you decide, you know what, I'm gonna take on this new thing. I'm gonna go talk to 10 people. And again, that's something that I see too in a lot of people. They don't want to talk to people. They don't want to meet new people. They want their person to come up to them, to, if you're a man and the woman comes and swoops her hair and does this thing and say, "Hey there, how you doing? Oh, oh, you're the best thing ever. Let's go out." Right? Come on. That's funny, but it happens. It happens. And then the woman waits until that man on the white horse shows up, or on white Tesla or Mercedes, whatever you gals are looking for, right? And it's gonna talk to you and notice you and invite you over for a date, and then everything goes well and you live happily ever after. There's so many things, right? And so when you even in that stage of obligation, you are not approachable. You have
Actually
too much.
repels
It repels.
and looks boring to the other person, because we all want somebody exciting and that's going after life with a zip and vim and vigor and
Right.
excitement, and they're happy and joyful, and they're not tired and bogged down because of work, and
Yep.
and just trying to pay the bills.
Yep. Yep.
We-
Or
We need to have a mission bigger than just paying bills. What
Yeah.
I'm saying.
or what's interesting too is that, and I used to do that, so I'm speaking from my experience. I used to be super fun and cheerful with the guys that I was interested in.
And what about the ones that you weren't interested in?
Well, I was friendly with them. I was great, but I would put extra effort to the ones that I was interested in.
And I used to do the same.
Isn't
Well,
it
I tried
interesting?
not to,
But then
deep down.
think about this. We still do it out of obligation. We put a little bit more extra makeup on, or we shave nicely, right? If you're a man, do your hair, and you have this maybe interesting topic to talk about. But if you're doing it not out of a pure heart and a vision in front of you, you're doing it out of obligation. You don't see that there's an opportunity there. And what happens is that even though you're doing this, maybe you meet that person, you found them, you got married, and you go into marriage with still that set of mind of obligation. You become nagging, you become disappointed, you're like, gosh, again, like seriously, you want to do this again? Why?
What if everyone made friends, like singles especially? What if you made friends with people that you would never, ever marry?
Yeah.
And not that, like, somebody that's available, but you would never marry, but you just want to just make friends with no expectations, no strings attached, and no benefits.
Yeah.
No special benefits. Just make a friend, be a friend, and treat them like you would want to treat your future spouse, to practice and exercise and keep your connection and communication skills sharp.
Yeah.
See, that's doing it with purpose and an opportunity mindset of you treat everyone you interact with like they could be your future spouse, even if you know they won't.
Yeah.
Anyone from the little toddler girl to a grandma.
Yeah.
You treat them all and everything in between.
Like they're the most important person.
Yeah, treat them like you would your wife, because you're practicing. You're exercising with purpose.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And so, that kind of brought us to this topic, because we're thinking how many opportunities are out there in front of you. Do you see them? Do you recognize them? Or you just walk by it, don't even notice it, and all of those opportunities are there. Like, God is so good at parading our options in front of us. Either it's for a spouse or a friend or a business partner or a job opportunity, housing, you name it, everything. God is doing an amazing job because He's a loving Father. But us, entitled, feel things like we do things out of obligation. Oh man, again. Okay, I'll do it. Right? And it's honestly, a lot of it is a society trained us to be like that. But we have choice. We have choice to snap out of it. We can do different. We can choose different. So you're stuck. You're single. You want to be married, or you're divorced, single, wanted to be married. You struggled with the previous connections and marriages and relationships. Guess what? You have another chance. You can do it differently. You can choose differently.
As long as you're still breathing, there's still opportunity
Yeah,
to grow and try a different cycle.
yeah. And that's what where we come in to help you in that, to lead you in that and get you ready and there, right? Ready for it to be there and then have that
Equipped,
beautiful
equipped and
I love
prepared.
it.
Yep.
Equipped and prepared. Not just for to get married, but for a marriage.
And then to stay married, and not to stay married, but have a heaven on earth.
That's right. Okay, guys, that's it for today. We can keep going. Seriously, this topic we can keep going because it's our passion.
And we just be
It's our
repeating
mission.
ourselves, which I guess we could do that because
Yeah,
it
we
needs
can
to be
do
said
that.
over and over.
Some, you're right? I needed to hear some things over and over and over because my
Yeah.
head was way too hard to get to.
Yeah. Final thought. If you're too busy to invest the time and the resources into yourself, whether it's to buy books, go to seminars, invest into an online course to grow and develop your communication, connection, and leadership skills. If you're too busy to invest into yourself, whether time or money, have you ever asked the question, are you too busy to get married, perhaps? And that's maybe why you're not married.
Yeah.
Now, for some people, that's the truth, and others, it's the opposite is true.
Mm-hmm. And why would somebody invest into you then? As their spouse.
Good thought. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good finish.
So,
All right, you guys. We'll catch you later.
I love that. We're in unison there. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.